my mic on. Maybe if you all can hear me okay. I just copy paste this here and here because I am streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube. So today I'm gonna continue this illustration I've been working on. It's a concept art from one of my novels, Life and Death of Abelard Devlin. I'll just turn that off. And in many ways it's almost done. I still have some tweaking to do on some of the characters. Don't have enough detail here. Need to finish their faces. So let's get to it. Let's see what's underneath there. Because I've bungled up the layers. Drew on layers I shouldn't have. But it's okay, I can fix it now. Do his eyes. Bit of shadowing there to kind of like make the curvature of his face. See how it better goes around. Add a little bit of volume. Got a little bit out of line, but I'm erasing it because this is the great advantage of drawing digitally. If you make a mistake while painting, you could just undo and paint over it very easily. I don't have the same amount of freedom from what I can tell in traditional painting. Maybe someone that knows better how the paints behave and what he can and cannot do won't find it so spectacular. There we go. Gotta be careful to keep to the layers. No, it's too girly. There we go. Come on, select today, please. Sometimes it's not as responsive to the tablet it is to the mouse. Hey Gaspare, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Can you hear me okay? Awesome. It's working, yes. Wasn't sure. I always have some technical problem. Oops, wrong layer again. Select the right one. There we go. How have you been? And that's okay. Now we're going to start with the shading. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, isn't summer coming soon? I mean, how's your university year? Shouldn't you be starting vacation? Oh, sad indeed, yeah. You don't realize when you're at school that it's gonna be much worse. And then when you're at school, you're like, ah, school is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Yeah, until you get to work. Uh, I'm gonna put some lighting on just so I know which way it's coming from. I have to guess. Okay, so I'm gonna have kind of like an orangish lighting. Why isn't it not coming? Oh, it's selected below. Okay, now it should work. Yep. Well, yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was the same back then. Well, if you do it right, you shouldn't get one now either. And now the shadows. Screen light. And then I'm gonna put multiply shadows so I remember what I'm doing. Come on, multiply, yes. Yeah, I don't know what you've been doing there in Croatia. Maybe things work differently there. And the rock face. Multiply. There we go. Bit more. And that's it. Where's my building? Yes, the bridge. Yeah, I don't know. I've traveled to a lot of countries, but I've never lived very long anywhere, so I could see the difference, if there is any. There we go. I need a more purplish. There it is. A little bit of extra color in there. A lot of wacky shadows. And it will be a nice contrast with the orangish light that's gonna be coming from up above. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna fix this guy because he's too purple here. Come on, select, please. Photoshop, cooperate. There we go. I wish it'd stay the layer selected. When I click undo, it goes on the previous layer. And then I have to find it and select it again. Bit of a nuisance. By the example, I think your police is far more strict than our. Yeah, I don't know. I think in general maybe it is different than in Europe. So I really don't know for sure because I haven't been living that much for that long in the US. I mean, where I am, they've been really polite and nice and never had any trouble. But I guess it depends where you live, because there are so many states here in the US and so many cities. I hope not. I really hope that will never happen, and I always follow the rules, so I really don't see any reason for that ever happening. Yeah, the irony. But I don't think he's that far off from, some other European politicians, so I think he's more famous because he's in America, so. I don't even know who's president of France anymore. I think he's changed. It's not Sarkozy anymore. You should check. And I think Berlusconi is out of office as well. So François Hollande is Hollande. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember now. Hollande. Yeah. Any exciting things happening in your part of the world? Because I'm tired of hearing about Trump. I mean, I want to talk about something else. There we go. And some more shadows there. That is still too purple, so I'm going to try and, oh, it's pretty saturated already. But let's change that a bit. And so and some more shadow here, and I think that's okay. We can start putting the lighting. There we go. Has the shoveled knot there. He's not taking good care of his robe. Yes, I am. Sorry, didn't see. I wish I had a sound notification on Picarto. I have to remember to look to my right. Um, yes, I'm playing now Stardew Valley, and I've been streaming that. You can find it on YouTube. Hi, June. Gaspare, do you know Stardew Valley? Hi, June. Yeah, Stardew Valley is an RPG, yes, and I love it. It's a farm simulator. And I've been playing it, so I learn more about this type of game because I'm also gonna do an RPG, and I also want to do a farm simulator. And Kerani's been helping me with finding a programmer, and I found someone. And he's a bit busy now, but in the summer he should be able to help me with my video game. Final Fantasy is FF. No, I played Age of Empires, Bioshock. Um, what else have I played? Magica. Um, Witcher. I really like that. Although mostly I did backseat driving because I have motion sickness and I can't really play first-person shooters. So I had my husband playing it and I was backseat driving and like do this, do that, say this, say that, and when it came to the fighting, I would like look in another direction so I wouldn't get sick. And he fought the monsters for me. And in Bioshock the same, I couldn't watch the game. Yeah, it's very sad because I can't enjoy these games. I get really, really, really sick. Like I'm in a boat or in a car, and it's the same kind of motion sickness. And it's with headaches and nausea, and I can't do it. It's really sad. Final Fantasy 9, must play it. Okay, I'll look into it. HD version for smartphones for Final Fantasy 9. Well, how about the 8? I heard it was really good. And 10. I've heard good reviews about the Final Fantasy 8 and 10. Ah, I ran out of undos. Mm-hmm. Okay. The whole series was much too melodramatic for me. I didn't find any of the movies appealing, so I didn't go into the video games. Oops. I shouldn't have done that. I erased my light. Okay, then it can't be salvaged. Just erase it completely. Okay, let's fix these here. And this. And so, as I got out of the lines, trim them quickly. This is a really nice shade of orange. I really like it. Screen light. There we go. Oops. That's screen light here. Come on. There we go. I'll get these back into lines. I think you have the option of playing him like that. I mean, the default way in which the game allows you to play is like that, but if you want, you can be a decent person, and that's what I like about these games where you have multiple choices and you can choose how you want to be, if you want to be a douchebag or be a good character. And I'm gonna try and do that with my RPG as well. My character Ernest is a nice little bunny and he doesn't want to hurt anybody, but I will try and give the options, you know, to play as a good character and as a bad character. And of course it will be more rewarding to be nice, because that's the purpose of the game that I'm making, to be a good character. And to help everybody and to not fight anyone, but I will also give the option of being different. Okay, see you, June. Take care. Yeah. Well, actually, the most I liked TV series. Did you see it? The Polish one. It was he was speaking in Polish, Andrei? No, it was in English. I don't remember the TV series. Yeah, yeah, it was in Polish. Yeah, with subtitles. Hmm. Yeah, you gotta see it. It's really nice. I liked it a lot. Very Game of Thrones ish. Um, yeah, it's not a very good um how should I say comparison, but I like the girl's humor. I think King's Landing from Game of Thrones is filmed in Croatia, in Dubrovnik, if I'm saying it correct. It is in Croatia, right? I think I've been there. Don't remember. I remember when we last talked about the fact that you're from Croatia, and I looked to see in my photographs if I have pictures of it, because I didn't remember if I went, but I'm pretty sure I did visit. Star Wars as well. What was filmed in Croatia from Star Wars? Which sequence? Star Wars 8. Okay, I'm lost. I didn't watch that much Star Wars. I watched it at some point because it was really popular, so the same reason I watched Naruto, just to be in the loop. And then I kind of stopped because it wasn't doing anything for me. Yeah, I don't like that much sci fantasy, I think the genre is called. It's not fantasy and it's not sci-fi, it's like something in the middle, and and when I watch sci-fi, I want it to make as much sense as possible, to be something that is rooted at least a bit in science, just when I want to have, completely suspended belief, then I will watch some fantasy and not worry about the technical details. Can that work? Can that not work? Is it just really have no sense at all? And we're like, yay, it's fantasy. It doesn't matter. It's magic. Space epic opera. It's a space epic opera. Okay, they put the name opera on it so it sounds more fancy. Okay. That could work too. Oh, looks decent enough. Could be worse, I guess. Oh, okay. Drew on the wrong layer again. I am not doing roof tiles ever again. Well, I'll probably have to, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. I like fantasy and science fiction equally. I think that writing science fiction is a lot more harder than writing fantasy, because when you're writing science fiction, there are certain expectations of you and you have to deliver, otherwise, you're just gonna be made fun of. If you talk about warp drive and then you are asked how does it work, and then you give a explanation and it's a stupid explanation because it violates the laws of physics, then you are gonna be made fun of and it's not gonna be that great and it's not gonna help your ratings. So there are higher expectations, I think, when you are making science fiction. And you have to know a bit of chemistry and physics and biology, and um, which you don't have to when it's fantasy. Fantasy, I think, you just gotta, you can say it's magic, or it's, chakras, or whatever explanation you wanna give, it's more easily accepted. And you're not gonna get heat for it. And this is one of the reasons I kind of been postponing my novels, also because I'm not very good at writing dialogue, but also what I do is kind of science fiction-y, so I just want to mull over some details. Yeah, I was so surprised when I saw that Disney bought Star Wars. Disney bought Star Wars. Wow. Like, I always thought I was gonna stay independent and just continue dishing out Star Wars uh, stories indefinitely till time ends. But no, apparently Disney bought Star Wars. They also bought Pirates of the Caribbean and Marvel. Yeah, and Marvel. Oh my God, that was another shocker for me. Marvel's so big. How did they even buy it? I mean, I know over the years Marvel has had some financial problems, but to be bought, I don't know. Maybe the guys that own Disney also had a lot of stock in Marvel, and they just thought, oh, okay, since we own pieces of it anyway, why don't we mash it up together and put our money in the same place because it's better financially or something like that. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that would have been some good product placement, have Mickey Mouse shorts on Robert Downey Jr. But I don't like them lumping too many characters together because they're just too many characters, and you can't follow all of them, and you're like, meh, I don't care. Everybody has their favorite, and I guess they focus on that, and the other characters don't really matter that much. I know you were, I know. I have a lot of characters in my stories as well, but I kind of keep them separate in their own little universe and don't do that much crossover. Yeah, the selection of movies isn't the greatest at the moment. I mean, you have these big Hollywood movies, and then I don't know if anything's coming out of Europe. It goes below the radar. I never see any reviews or notifications or anything, and I am subscribed to a lot of stuff, but still, not much is getting to me. You know, every now and then I go to see what else is at the Golden Bear and at Cannes and whatever other when films win. Midnight Special, what is that? Is it a TV show or a channel? What is it? Sci-fi drama. Midnight Special. No, I haven't watched it, but I'll go check it out. I'm always looking for something new and interesting to get into. Maybe I'll learn something interesting. And I always want to know what people like, so I usually do my own thing, my own stories. I don't necessarily try to copy other people's work, but I do take inspiration, and I think that's sort of like copying. Depends how you look at it, I guess. Because some things work and others don't, and for example, my educational book I made for the United States, and nobody cared about the United States. They were like, why won't you do a book about, Canada or Europe? I would like that. And I'm like, okay, interesting. I will do this summer. I made a collectible sticker book with the states in the US. And I made little illustrations about each state, something representative. And I was really surprised, not even Americans cared about it. And I can understand why, I don't know, Europeans or Australians wouldn't be interested in it. Because I've been asking people, what do you think about it? And like, I live in Australia, I'm not interested about the United States. So I kept that in mind, and I will do with the Commonwealth and the European states. Draw a bit of the stone here. Well, I think I'm getting close to the end now. I'm gonna just add some stars and night sky. Where are you? I think this was it. Spacing, yes. Shape dynamics. Size jitter, definitely. Scattering all over the place. There we go. Stars. And I'm gonna make this. Okay, filter blur. I want a bit of Gaussian blur. I think that's it. It's not the idea I had in my mind when I started. I had a lot more things I want to put in, but I think it's crowded enough. And I know I always have this need to put as much detail in my images as possible. Yeah, that's a good idea, maybe. Because I already have like a East meets West architecture mashup here going, and I think I have been neglecting South America, and it would have been a good addition. I would really like to go into some Mayan architecture, but I have very little knowledge about it, so I need to read a lot more. And for example, Machu Picchu is another interesting piece of architecture I really enjoy watching, and I want to do something similar to that someday. But until then, hope you'll enjoy this one. And I think this is it. I still feel the need like I should add something, but I look at it and it's so crowded that I think I'm gonna stop here, you know, while I'm ahead. So thank you very much for watching and for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. And see you on Thursday, I guess. Same time. Always. Tuesdays and Thursdays between 3 and 5. GMT minus 5. Yeah, this is Michigan, USA time. Bye bye.